Dallas isn't even here. He keeps trying to start the game though. He's about to try to sell us.
He's gonna sell us?
Maybe.
Yo, what the fuck?
In the chat, maybe. He's still the same rank as the last time he played with us. And last time he played with us, Dallas killed CK.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T
Yo, I'm streaming my game. Y'all should, like,
Inner
you know,
Harbor in
go watch it.
Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What? What the fuck?
Oh my god, the Patriots got smacked by the Bills.
He literally just said what's good like 6 times. And then didn't say shit else. Just turned his mic off. Yeah.
Wait, what? Hold on. I'm in the freaking game of the week thing, and the dude I'm playing voted for me to win. So he's trying to get a bonus either way it go. Yo, this man's funny.
League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium.
Okay, let me get kick the third.
Week 7 between the
I'm still
Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. That's good for 28 yards. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
David Ojabo running in to take it down.
It always feels like good players fall to the Ravens on draft day. And David Ojabo is the latest example of a draft steal. Big-time potential, and had a breakout season 2021 in Michigan.
Shut the fuck up, Dallas.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
The 20, 10.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
A strong run there, boy, when he gets it.
Let's go. Let's go. Yo, who Mike is that?
Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Oh, he in the ball.
At the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
But
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be
Stop playing with me.
picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover.
Let's go. John Johnson slow as hell, but he just got that.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Watson on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Slot man moves right. They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Watson off play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Start the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that
that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Watson, and that's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball.
Oh, he was wide open. He just overthrew him.
Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him down here at the 23. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Got a point, my boy.
There for 7 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Nah, he has the point, right?
Understanding situations
4th and
and then
5,
having to
behind the
execute,
50.
isn't it? Guard the first down
There
sticks.
we
Don't
go.
let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is fielded at the 7.
So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the
I did that just because.
It's 4th down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now.
This is taken at the 18. Able to slither by.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins.
Now on the year as they have taken the lead. And again, it's no good.
All right, now I got to
A
actually
few
play.
bluebirds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Cooper, the man in motion left.
Nigga. I said right. Nobody was in there.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
No,
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
He's going to be now. He's under.
From the gun, here's Watson.
I'm literally doing that
Into a
every
sea
single
of
game.
defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Oh, they're
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown!
Devin Duvernay.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They're in ventilation.
They'll try and run with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Go, that was
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
After the interception, here's Watson.
That's it, yeah.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. In motion left, that's Cooper.
I know.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson now. A slant route caught by Bateman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Another run here with Dobbins. The play made defensively that time by Isaiah Thomas. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yo, is this your Claymore?
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Able to find Isabella. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up. And he'll take it into the end zone.
I just missed the whole tackle. Oh, my God.
J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens kick off of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Oh, man.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I don't even feel like looking for plays, honestly.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a pass
It's hauled in downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
They're under.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore.
Hey, boy, JK going crazy.
Dobbins, 60 yards.
Good shit, good shit. I gotta score again fast.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Say what? Right after this game.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he returns this
I'm in
to
the third
22.
quarter.
The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Chubb will get the call running left. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run for it with Hunt, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
Yeah, I lost this game.
For the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead.
Taking my first L of the season.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
About good. I've been on this whole weekend. I ain't been able to play this shit. Can't take no days off on this for real.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw. And now Watson throws another interception. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
Lamar.
Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
For about 4 years now, and I recently got into bunker.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point.
I really play Siege now.
Now this one was over.
I'm hungry too. I'm doing them something to eat.
Oh,
shit.
So they throw the pick six.
I don't know what I got to taste for
shot
though.
at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak. And now here's
oh my God.
Interception. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to
I'm just
take
throwing it up at this
possession
point.
here at their own 47-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Oh, shit, you're going to kill me this one.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Dobbins diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record.
I'm just standing in the kitchen on the stove, just what I'm eating.
Performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 41, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cooper, the man in motion left. Again, it's Watson. Being chased out left. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, They want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down.
GG.
So 30 seconds tick away in this.
All right, y'all. I don't think you're ready to get back on. I play Matt.
This one could work for like 2 or 3 more rounds, and then
Cool.
oh, your angle, holy shit.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that pre-fire ain't gonna hit me, boy.
Who I got the Bengals next week? 8-3-3.
You know what? Maybe if you time it right, you could probably kill me, but I'm not gonna be able to. How did you mess that one up? Why would you re-peek it? You're so stupid.